Well, the world is watching the events unfolding in Rafah as Israeli troops close in on the besieged strip and taking control of the key crossing on Palestinian side in Rafah with Egypt. This is after Hamas reportedly accepted the ceasefire agreement which Israel claimed was not the terms it agreed on. Israel has now warned of an incursion to take out Hamas battalions, claiming that peace can only be achieved if it lays down arms and releases the hostages, while Hamas says current talks are the last chance for Israel to free hostages as prospects for a ceasefire deal hung in the balance.
Okay, our objective now is to remove Hamas, the last 4 battalions of Hamas from Rafah. We don't say this will be the complete destruction of Hamas. Hamas will still exist, but they will not be organized in battalions as they are still right now, able to organize themselves to attack us. We're going after the last 4 battalions of Hamas. We are liberating, okay? Our army is an army of liberation.
After launching a ground and air operation in parts of eastern Rafah, the military says its forces were scanning the area in the morning amid diplomatic efforts abroad to achieve a new truce. Israeli military tanks were seen in action pressing into Rafah, with the Israeli soldiers raising the national flag on Gazan soil. These troops were seen moving towards the Rafah crossing along the Philadelphia corridor. It then established control over the Gaza side of the border crossing with Egypt in what it called a limited operation. But the move halted the flow of aid into the enclave, drawing immediate condemnation from international officials. The Gazan Crossings Authority says in a statement that Israel's takeover was a death sentence against Gazans, particularly the ill and injured. Israel military's thrust into the eastern sector of the overcrowded Rafah city saw at least 23 Palestinians being killed in a flurry of overnight strikes and bombardments. This comes a day after it warned Palestinians to evacuate the area ahead of a long-threatened ground operation. The latest offensive has resulted in thousands of Palestinians continuing to flee Rafah following evacuation orders dropped by Israeli planes. Many packed their belongings onto trucks, donkey carts, rickshaw and other vehicles, while others dismantled their tents to move elsewhere to flee Israel's incursion.
I hope that the truce happens. We hope that it happens, but what I see is that Netanyahu doesn't want a ceasefire. He wants to displace the Palestinian people to Sinai, destroy Gaza and occupy it.
Israel's planned offensive comes in spite of US President Joe Biden warning Netanyahu against a full-scale assault on Rafah. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.